Alright, hi there ladies and gentlemen. So what we have here today is something very special. This is the 2011 Lincoln Town Car Signature Limited. Now for those of you who don't know, 2011 was the last year for the Lincoln Town Car, as well as its brother and sister, the Ford Crown Victoria and Mercury Grand Marquis, bringing end to the Panther platform. Alright, so like I said, this is the Signature Limited model. You also had the choice between the Signature L or Executive L, which offered a longer wheelbase, as well as an extra 6 inches of legroom for your rear passengers. And a couple other goodies, such as heated seats and controls for the radio and climate control. Now, I don't know when they updated this, but what I like particularly is not only does it have electric opening trunk, but you can also close it with the key fob. I don't know when they did that, but I didn't have that before, so that's a really nice touch. Now, I just love this car in black. Really brings out all the chrome. Gives it this smooth, classy, elegant kind of feel. Some 17-inch aluminum alloys. Very quiet ride, very smooth. So as you approach the town car, you'll notice on the driver door that there's a number pad. And this is great for when you lock your keys in the car. Because with this keypad, you can actually unlock the car, you can lock it, you can open the trunk. I don't know if you can close the trunk, I haven't tried it, but might be able to. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the interior, shall we? So as soon as you open the door, you're invited by all the soft touch materials, the leather, even the dash is made of a soft vinyl, and the wood trims really gives it a classy feel. Look at that. Let's take a look at the back. Now my car does have a aftermarket ambient lighting. This is not stock on the town car. I installed that. Changes multiple colors, but I have it in green because the dash lights at night, they're all green, and the radio controls, everything's green. Alright, so let's talk about the seats, because that's probably one of the greatest things about this car, and that's probably why they also turn these things into limousines and taxis, because they're just very comfortable and great for the long run. So the seats are 12-way adjustable. They go forward, backwards, front tilt, rear tilt, incline and recline. The headrest also goes up and down, as well as lumbar support. Seats are also heated and come with memory settings. Now, the memory setting will remember your seat position, as well as the pedal adjustment position and your mirror settings. With that said, mirrors are all electric and heated. Power locks, power window, and automatic driver window, as well as a lock setting for your other windows. Automatic lights. This is your timer for the lights, or if you turn it over, you can turn on the rest of the lights in the car. Turn that off. Adjustable pedals, traction control, tilting steering wheel, Now, on the steering wheel itself, you have your cruise control settings, as well as your volume and temperature for your radio and climate control. Now, my radio is actually an aftermarket Kenwood premium Bluetooth radio with CD player. Also has a voice-activated commands and hands-free mode, which I installed myself. Otherwise, you would have a CD player with radio. Analog clock. Passenger seat is also 12-way adjustable, heated. Storage compartments in the doors. If you remove the water bottles and fold this in, whoops, let's put that right there. Then you can quickly see how this turns into a 6-passenger car. But I've never used it for that. Let's go ahead and start it up. Now, something I forgot to mention earlier about the seats is the car's running right now, but as soon as you take the keys out of the ignition, the seat will actually back up, allowing you to get out of the car easier. And once you put the key in the ignition, it'll move back to its original position. Now, the climate control system does have an automatic mode. Air conditioning recirculation mode, as well as a dual feature, which is very interesting because I can have it cold and my girlfriend can have it hot. Alright, now let's go over the rear seats. Oh. Now the rear of the car is where you really want to be. The rear seats are just absolutely comfortable. You just sink in. And this is the short wheelbase model, right? And I'm about 5'8", and I still have a good 6 inches from the front seat. There is plenty of legroom, as well as little vents here for the climate control settings, which is awesome. Like I said, I have a aftermarket radio, so this little remote is just for controlling that radio volume and radio station, for example. Very comfortable in the back. Alright, now last but not least, let's take a look at the engine. Alright, my engine's a lot dirtier than I thought it'd be. But this here is a 4.6 liter fuel injected modular single overhead cam V8. Produces 239 horsepower at 4,900 RPM and 287 foot-pounds of torque at 4,100 RPM. And this here's a bulletproof engine, and this is why these engines can hit the 500,000 miles, you know, it'll hit 500,000. And that's why they use these in the limousine industries and the taxis, because they're extremely reliable. They even use them in the Ford Crown Victoria as a police car. So, great V8 engine, super reliable. Like I said, extremely affordable. And mine's really dirty. It needs a nice cleaning, but very spacious, easy to work on. There's plenty of room, and great car.